message. Did you get my tweet? Do this bad boy. All right, my next guest. I guess we were the talk of the town here yesterday when I asked what I thought was a fair, challenging question yesterday at Steve Forbes' press conference that was given to the media. Kind of a sum up of the ETSU basketball season. He didn't have a chance to do it because his father had passed away right at the end of last season. And here there was some good news. Jerome Rodriguez had come in
those guys anyway, and then picked up Joe Hughley from Central Connecticut as a grad transfer, and had Lucas Gasson and Octavian Corley coming back, and so adding Jerome to that group makes it even better and even deeper. So we still got a little bit left to do recruiting wise, not much, but I feel really good today where we're at.
Well, I want to ask, you mentioned Vonnie Patterson. Now, here was a guy who tweeted out last week that I'm coming to ETSU. It wasn't until Monday that it was an official announcement. I just am curious, why a delay like that?
Sometimes it just depends on when we finally get the final paperwork. You know, I think with Vonnie, we sent him, he's got to sign a scholarship paper in an NLI, and it all has to come back and be approved by compliance. And I think what happened on his situation is we sent the NLI, there's leave, and I said two reasons, I think three reasons. Number one, they're not playing. Number two, they want a different role. Number three, they may just want to go to a higher level or a lower level, you know. And so I had conversations with Carlos Cavan and DeAndre through the whole process and helped them, you know, through the process. And Jerome the same twice, you know, to leave and then come back. And Mladen, I had zero.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Mladen cared about where he went, he's looking for a different role. And some guy sitting out with him, I don't think that had anything to do with him going to Boise State.
Is that what he told you?
No, I didn't have any input in where he went. He told me how much he enjoyed playing for me. We ended on good terms. He thanked me for everything, and he was on his merry way to find where he needed to go. I'm just telling you what I knew. I know why he was leaving. That's between me and him, and I know what he was looking for, and it had nothing to do with some guy leaving Arizona.
Okay. All right, so we're talking to Steve Forbes.
And it didn't have anything to do with level. It had to do with him.
With level. Okay. So.
It had to do with level. It had to do with him.
I get you. Okay. So we're talking to Steve Forbes. He's head men's basketball coach at ETSU, just like, I think, just Rodriguez. Now, what is going to be, he's coming back for graduate school. I know you've mentioned,
He doesn't have to go to graduate school.
Oh, he doesn't? Okay.
Graduate transfers have to graduate and go to grad school. He's already enrolled there. He can just work on a second major.
That's what I was going to ask you, what he was going to take.
I don't know exactly yet, but he won't be in grad school.
Okay, because I was looking at, you think about someone going on after they've graduated,
Right.
then going to grad school. but and I'm not asking you to, but you also understand. And I mentioned the Mike North, Pat Riley thing at the start of my show, which is not absolutely.
So, do I agree with? Do I like? But when it comes to something like that, it questions my integrity as a coach. I'm not gonna respond very well to that, and I won't moving forward either.
Okay. Now, I did want to say, I know that you, in terms of injuries and all that, you don't have the same aspect that the NFL does, where you've got to report them and such. And could you explain why that is?
It's because against the rules, I can't talk about injuries for my players. They have what they call it, FERPA, or whatever rules there are. I can't even discuss an injury with the media because I have written by law I can't. And now the players can. It's up to them, but it's not me. I can't announce injuries. So I just don't. I stay away from it the best I can stay away from it. I understand there's interest in that, but I'm bound by law that what I can and can't say, and so I just stay away from it. And it's the best thing to do. And no, this isn't the NFL. This ain't the NBA. So I stay away from it the best I can.
Now, what about with Patrick Good? How did that come out? Because we all knew that he was going with hip surgery and such.
I don't think Pat made it any secret what was going on with him. I mean, most of you like Pat. I think he probably put it out on his social media. He has every right.
Sure.
I don't.
Okay.
He put it out there, then I can ask the kid, and I can ask the player, is it okay if I comment on your injury? And 9 times out of 10, the players tells me no, but sometimes they tell me yes, and that's why I don't try to get into it. I just leave it alone.
Now, let's see here. We got the commercial playing for our radio listeners. It just went on in the middle there, but wanted to ask you, do you have any, let's say here, hopes for the next Southern Conference commissioner? Because let's face it, this is going to influence the ETSU.
Yeah.
What would you like to see in the next SoCon commissioner?
I'd like to see somebody that has some basketball acumen. I mean, somebody's got some relationships at the national level with media, with the basketball committee, maybe the selection committee. I mean, I think there's ways to, with other conferences to maybe develop relationships and schedule.
Brian Nolan is part of the search committee, as is, I believe, the Mercer president and the Wofford president, if I am understanding and all this. But have you had any conversations with
No, that doesn't mean that moving forward with Dr. Nolan that I won't, but that will depend on what he can and can't tell me. I mean, obviously, we were very fortunate, and I was very ecstatic that Dr. Nolan returned to ETSU, and he's one of the big reasons why I'm here. And I think if it's something that he can involve me in, I think he will. If he can, he won't. And we have a head coaches meeting, SoCon head coaches meeting on the 15th next week in Spartanburg, and I'm sure that topic will come up then, and maybe we'll have more information. But as of right now, no, I haven't had any conversation with Dr. Nolan about that.
Okay, now you mentioned during the press conference you're bringing in a big man over the weekend. I know that you can't tell us who it is.
Jerome is, Lucas is, and Octavian can step out a little bit. I think really Joe can go in and out, but more of out than in, and I'm looking for somebody in the same mode that can help us spread the court. No, I will not take it just a back to the basket player. Complete opposite of that. I think one of the things that we've really improved, Joe was 50 80-85%. Lucas shot 75% last year. Jerome flirted around 65-70. Octavian's a pretty good free throw shooter, so I think we've improved in that area immensely. We were losing Miladin's 50% from the free throw line.
The thing that you are saying now, you could have 3 players who are back-to-the-back centers,
Yep.
and it's a little surprising because a lot of people are saying that